Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up guys, EvaRyan94 back again here with another action figure review. Today we're going to look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Archangel action figure. Not from any particular line, just a standalone release. So, let's get right into it. So it comes in this very special, different looking box. Well, similar design, but just wider than your usual Marvel Legends box. This is, I believe, just being sold online from my knowledge. I know Big Bad Toy Store has it up in a few other retailers, so if you guys are interested in pre-ordering this guy, go ahead and check out the link down below I provided for you guys to check it out. Before I get this review officially started, I just want to give a big shout out to a friend of mine by the name of Todd Ortiz, also known as Rectangular on YouTube. You guys may or may not know him. If you don't, check out the link down below to his channel, where he provides a lot of content of the upcoming Marvel Legends and rumors. So as you see, the figure is displayed with his accessories. On the side we have a picture of Archangel, and then on the back side we get a grand picture of Archangel, the figure right there. There is a read-up that say, "Forever racked with internal conflict and dark urges, Archangel nonetheless strives to be a hero, saving the world from the grim forces of evil with the aid of his impressive metallic wings." So the very much anticipated re-release of Archangel, this figure has eluded a lot of collectors' hands. Those who missed out on the Return of Marvel Legends version of this figure have had to either live without it or cough up the money for it. I think it's currently going for around $70 to $80 loose. In the package, I've seen it go up to $100. And I know the other version, which is the X-Force Archangel that came with the San Diego Comic-Con box set, alone goes for $200, just Archangel loose. So very expensive, very hard to find figure. So this is a good opportunity for those of you who've missed out on those two to pick up Archangel now, and you are getting the classic look. I like this look. We got the blue here with the light pinkish red on the torso. Very classic colors, so I do like this. I believe this is the Jim Lee era look, if I'm not mistaken. So real quick rant before I get started. I'm not going to take long at all, but I just want to mention my thoughts on this. This is a regular figure. Here's two things wrong with this here so far. Yes, it's Archangel. It's very highly requested. People are going to get it regardless. But the retail price on this guy is $29.99. Now, my issue with that is they've released this figure before standalone within a wave of 8 figures, you know, with the Build-A-Figure and all, which was the Return of Marvel Legends. And it was, at the time, was probably $14.99. That was the retail price at the time. But equivalent to today's day would have been, you know, $19.99. So why isn't this $20? You know, just because it's a standalone release, I don't know what justifies the price. My thought is, I think Hasbro is slowly but surely trying to up the retail price on all their figures slowly. They're doing it with Star Wars. They're doing it with Marvel Legends. These releases at $25, $29.99. I don't know. I don't agree with it. The other issue, on top of this being released before for $20, this is actually a 100% remold, 100% reuse of a body that we've gotten before. Even the wings are reused, the heads are all reused. So why does this cost more than the original release? I don't know. In my head, I feel like they're just raising the prices. Eventually, within a year or even less, all Marvel Legends might be $25 to $30 each. And that would be the normal price, no more $20. Hopefully that's not the case, but that's just how I feel about this. There should be no reason that this figure is $30. So here's a quick look at the face sculpt and the paint. This figure looks nice, but it's not without its QC flaws. As always, Marvel Legends are just kind of messy all around. Sometimes they'll do something perfect, and sometimes just a lot of scuffs, and this is the case on this figure. You can see I got some paint missing right here. On the other side, there's some paint missing right there on the red. Right here, there's a scrape on the red too. A lot of it has to do with the red because, of course, the body is just the blue plastic, and then the only thing painted is the red or pink or whatever color you want to call this. So it's not the cleanest job. It's okay. It's not bad. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. There's another scrape here, but you'll see scrapes here and there and missing spots. on the red portion of the paint. There's another one on the head. You would think for $30 they'd be upping their paint jobs and making it near perfect. Alright, so we have some accessories. We have 3 alternate heads, including this one. We have another one. These are the same ones used for the A.I.M Warlock figure, so they are all used before. Here we have in this head here. Lastly, we have the claw for the Apocalypse build figure, so this was a cool little add-in piece. You can attach this to your already built Apocalypse figure for an extra alternative piece. And if you do want to count, he does come with the wings, of course, and they are metallic once again. And I say that because the only metallic wings we've gotten before were the SDCC exclusive X-Force Archangel wings. When they did the regular release, it was not metallic at all. It was just regular gray, and now they went back to the metallic wings. So that's nice of them to do. At least they gave us a metallic painted wings. It still doesn't justify the $30 price tag, but it's still a nice touch to have. The articulation of Archangel is your standard articulation for this body mold that we've seen before. This is the same Bucky Cap mold, and we've seen it plenty of times before. So we have the head on a swivel. It's a ball jointed hinge, so it's going to look up a lot. It's going to look down a lot. And then we have the arms going forward and back. They do go in and out here. We have bicep swivels, double jointed elbows, swivel at the wrist with a hinge. We have an ab crunch, waist swivel. Gets a little stiff, but there it is. T-jointed legs, they will move forward, they'll move back. They go in and out about this far. We have thigh swivels, double jointed knees, shin swivel, ankle hinge, and an ankle pivot. Right, and attaching your wings are just like the previous Archangels. There's just a peg hole on the back, and there's a peg here, and it snaps right in here. Make sure it goes all the way in for a secure hold. It's very tight, so that's good. It's not going to be falling off, and there you have it. And getting him to stand has always been some kind of a challenge because of the heaviness of the wings here. So he does stand. Right now it's not touching the ground, the wings. So I managed to balance him and get him standing there just fine. But you just gotta kind of mess around with the joints. At least the ankles are tight enough and the legs are tight enough to hold the weight, and he's not too awkward. But it is very difficult to stand him sometimes, but for the most part it's not too bad. Now we can see here that, of course, the wings, just a reminder, they are articulated, so they do go in and out. The big wing, and there is a smaller wing on the back that also goes in and out on that hinge. That goes for both. And then they do fold in as so. They fold out as so too. So you can spread it all the way out, or you can close it in on him right here and have him looking like this if you wish. So this is no different than the original release of the figure. And of course, here's our long-awaited comparison between the original Archangel release and the new one here. And this one was among my favorite Marvel Legends out there at one point. And I gotta say, looking at these two side by side, I'm really liking the classic look over here on the left side. I'm liking this figure a little more, especially because of the paint, the colors, and the painted wings. Of course, obviously. So these are not painted. These are the regular bland gray wings, lacking the paint. It's actually kind of difficult to tell a little bit on the screen, but you can see how this one's a lot more silver and shiny and metallic. So I'm happy about that. And of course, this means, since they are the same figure, that we can probably swap them out. And if you have an original one and you want to grab an extra new one and just to get the wings on it, a metallic wing, and not have to go buy a X-Force. And there you have it. You can put on the new metallic wings on the original Archangel, of course, because it is the same mold and everything. Nothing too surprising here, but just wanted to show you guys that you can do it. And here's a quick side by side. I did notice the only thing they really changed here is the hands and the feet. So they gave him 2 fists on the new one and no alternate hands. Of course, we didn't see any alternate hands. He has an open left and right hand. One of them is even a trigger finger hand. So I guess it makes more sense to give him closed hands, but some open hands would have been nice as an alternative too. And then the feet here, you can see the difference in the feet. They did change it out here. So there is that, and that's it. That's the only difference, is that they swapped out. Even with that, these are still reused pieces of molds. And here's your X-Force SDCC exclusive Archangel here. The same differences with the hands and feet and the paint, of course. And then this one, unlike the OG, did come with its own metallic pair of wings. So just like the new one, this one does come with metallic wings. And funny thing is, mine came with a bit of a loose wing. They're kind of loose for my liking. You'll see that. So maybe if I can manage to get another one, I can probably get one of the new ones and put it on the X-Force one, since this one's a lot tighter. But looking at it, I don't really see a difference on the wings. Let me look at it a little bit better. I don't know. I kind of want to say like the X-Force one is a little bit more shinier, if that makes sense. But it's not too big enough for me to be like, oh, you know, it's different. You know, I think they're fairly similar to each other. Here you have it, guys. There's your 3 Archangels all side by side. Alright, so ignore the fact that he's missing a leg here. I'm still in the process of building him. And so I wanted to swap out the hands here and get this claw on. So of course you're going to have to remove the hand, which is just a little peg here. And now to get the claw in there, you actually have to remove the forearm piece here, which is what the cable here attaches to. So now you no longer are gonna need this cable piece here, because it's just gonna dangle there. It's gonna look awkward. So to use the claw piece, you have to remove all of that. Now you can peg this piece in here, and now you can have the clawed hand, which the claw hand also articulates, opens and closes here. So right here you can see that. So that's cool. The only thing is now you don't have the tentacle or the cord piece attached to him anymore. So it just looks kind of weird there. Aside from the fact that he's missing a leg, I know he looks even more weird there. But I think it's cool that they give us this extra piece here. You know, it came at a cost, but still cool that they're adding extra pieces for the Build-A-Figure. It would have been nicer if they included it already with the Build-A-Figure wave of figures, the Apocalypse wave of X-Men, but maybe they didn't think of it yet. Maybe they did, who knows. Anyways, once you have it on, you can swivel it right here. So it goes 360 degrees, it swivels, and then of course it opens and closes. And that's it. That's your claw. Here's a few size comparisons for you guys before I end the video. We'll put them next to Logan here from the new Sentinel box set. Throw in the Scarlet Spider. They could have used this body mold, since this is now kind of being the new replacement for this body mold here. But of course they took the cheaper route. I don't know how I would have felt if they would have used that, but it's been working a lot with many characters, so I can see it working. Here's your Pizza Spider-Man. And just randomly throwing Iron Man there. That's going to wrap things up here for the Archangel X-Men single release. He is a great looking Archangel. I gotta say, I like the classic look. I'm glad they visited this era of Archangel, and they went ahead and gave us an opportunity to grab Archangel for our collections, especially for those who missed out before. $30 is steep for retail, but it still beats paying the $60 to $70 that you'd be paying for the old Archangel, or even $200 if you want the X-Force version. So as of now, it's your most affordable Archangel you can get. Don't miss out on this one in case he turns out like the others. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not done so already. Stay tuned for more awesome content from me. And as always, have a great day. Bye.